Extreme Effects is the premium Forex and financial service educational platform. Our goal is to create wholesome entrepreneurs using the approach of education, execution, and accountability. We host live education sessions where students can receive proper assistance for instructors Monday through Friday to maximize their earnings from the market. Extreme Effects shows students how to have a daily portion of a $7 trillion a day market. Forex is the most liquid market on the planet, 10 times larger than the U.S. stock market. For on-the-go students, Extreme Effects has created a copy-paste model of trading with high-level returns and minimum losses. For those who enjoy the benefits of Extreme FX products, we also provide a passive income program where individuals can refer other students to the platform. You can receive residual income based on your referral volume and efforts to enhance the education of others. We're extremely excited to provide a diversified knowledge to students with our new and improved product catalog. We are embracing the need for more financial services such as personal credit, business credit, consumer financing, and real estate education. As the world of blockchain technology grows, we're incorporating our new crypto, NFT, and Metaverse Academy to guide students through this developing technology. Extreme FX is the leader guiding individuals to understand today's markets and how to position themselves to leverage a growing momentum and surge of profitability. Students can also refer these services to clients and receive upfront compensation through fast start bonuses, as well as receiving ongoing residual compensation for their customers' continuation of product use. Extreme Effects isn't a company, it's a movement. A movement to inspire other entrepreneurs to go beyond a one-dimensional mindset. Here, you can cultivate your inner leadership and create a positive impact in your community. We invite you and welcome you to the Extreme FX Global Common Unity.
What's going on? What's going on, family? It's your boy Aiden Dynamite's on the Living Legend here, man. We are here, man. I'm excited for this first show, the Money Talks podcast, man. Listen, me and my partner, Tara Billboard, is going to come to you today, guys. Listen, I want you to share this right now, up front and early, because I'm telling you, we're going to give you an hour, jam-packed information that you're going to be able to take away with. Man, our whole goal is to be able to secure the bag. That's the purpose of this show. We are coming to have some grown folk conversation of what you can do to secure the bag. So if you're here to secure the bag, I want to see you put a 7 in the chat early. If you've ever been a part of my trainings, a part of my lives, you understand I like interaction. This is not a dialogue where we just going, I'm just going to speak. Now, I want you to learn. I want you to take away from this deal what you need to put your family in a winning position. Like, we are talking today about how to get on the right side of the quadrant, right? If you've ever looked or read Robert Kiyosaki's book, Rich Dad, Poor Dad, that's one of my favorite books that I read when I was 18 years old from cover to cover. And it talked a lot about wealth principles of why the poor don't have and why other people do, right? So the do's and the don'ts, right? And so it's not about degrees, you know what I'm saying? It's not about background or where you come from. Wealth has nothing to do with race, nationality, or creed. It's all about knowledge, right? So put knowledge in the chat if you follow me. This session is all about knowledge, right? After he wrote the book, Rich Dad, Poor Dad, Robert Kiyosaki talked a lot about how to get in position for the right side of the quadrant. So he wrote another book called The Cash Flow Quadrant. And in the cash flow quadrant, we talk about going from the left side of the quadrant where you have employees, right, who trade time for money. I've been there. You've been there before, when we clock in and clock out. And every part of your dollar comes from you actually working actively. Active income is where that comes from, right? So if you agree, say I agree. Right? If you've been there, say me, right? Because I've been there. I can say me with two hands, right? I've been there. So employees trade time for money. Then you drop down to the other side of the left hand of the quadrant. You have people that are self-employed. Self-employed people are going to be doctors, lawyers, engineers, where you actually own your job, right? So now you're going from making 50,000 to 100,000, 150,000, right? But you still have to work, right? Yeah, a mechanic can't make their money unless they turn in wrenches. A doctor, whether he make 200, 300,000 a year, he can't get paid typically unless he's pulling teeth, right? A barber can't make money unless they cutting hair, right? So a person that's self-employed says, I own a barbershop, but you still got to cut hairs, bro. And so at the end of the day, you want to get on the right side of the quadrant, right? The right side of the quadrant is what Money Talks is about, right? We're talking about passive residual income. So if you're that person who you want passive residual income, this show is the show you need to be watching on a regular basis. We're going to do this every Thursday at 8 o'clock sharp, where the best professionals in their industry, in their space, is going to come and talk about how to get on the right side of the quadrant. We're talking about business owners who create systems of automation that they can make money passively without working actively, right? If you want to be that person, say me, right? Because that was always my goal. When I came into business, 18 years old, watching my family in business, I understood it was a big difference between people that have and the have-nots. And I saw that business owners had systems where they can go and spend time with their children throughout the day. They can go eat lunch with their kids, right? They could take their wife out on a Tuesday or Wednesday night, and they had to worry about going to bed early to get up to go to work. And I noticed that people who ran businesses and who had systems, they weren't trading time for money. And that was my whole goal early in my career, was to get freedom, right? So if you're that person that you want freedom, this is the podcast you want to be watching on a regular basis. So business owners have to create systems. And this is where it gets real saucy. And this is where I'm going to bring in some of the best professionals in their space to talk about, if you are that inspiring entrepreneur, if you are that person who want to create systems, what do you do? Right? Like this is the magical question. Like, what do you do after you've made enough money to pay your bills? What do you do then? See, a lot of people get comfortable, right? They get complacent. And what I understand is that comfortability and complacency, right, is the enemy, right, of progression, right? People who get over complacent, people who get over comfortable stop progressing, right? It's a comfort zone right there. If they go is to make 150,000, 200,000, once they hit that, they kind of like cruise. I'm telling you, I'm telling you, that is a danger zone for all business owners. So if you're that person, danger, 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 that's a danger zone as a business owner, because what God got in you, you got to pull it out. Like, you got to go harder, right? Like, you got to hit another gear to be able to elevate again. You follow me? And so that complacency for business owners, listen, your boy Dynamite coming to you, tell you, listen, be careful, because you can get stuck there, right? And if something ain't growing, it's dying. And what happens is, when you're trying to maintain, you're slipping down slowly without paying attention. So listen, the whole question is, what do you do with the money once you've made enough? Some of y'all like, Sloan, I got money. Okay, that's cool, but what do you do with it? See, now you go to that bottom right hand of the quadrant as an investor. The key of an investor is have money make money. See, that's the key. See, you know, so see, Warren Buffett always used to say, listen, if you don't make money while you're sleeping, you'll work till you die. Hello. You know what I'm saying? See, that's a favorite. We understand how savvy Warren Buffett is with investments. Everybody following what Warren Buffett does. If Warren does this, then he do this, right? And so the reality of it is that Warren Buffett said himself, if you don't learn how to make money while you sleep, you're going to work till you die. I really want you to let that sink in, because my goal in Money Talks is to help create generational wealth for you and your family. And that comes from working smarter, not harder. So you got to use your mind, not your back. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is how we go to the next level in our generation. And I'm talking about people who look like me. I love everybody, but a lot of people in the Black and brown community, what's holding us back is not this skin color. You know, I'm darker than most. You follow me? And it ain't this no more. You follow me? It ain't melanation. That's not what's holding us back. It's mindset. See, it went from being what color your skin is, now it's what mindset you have, what knowledge do you possess, and knowledge is the key. So I got to get you from being an employee to being self-employed. I'm proud of you. You went in business for yourself. Like, I'm proud of you. That was great. You went in business for yourself. Then I get you to being a business owner where you understand I got to take a step back and I got to create systems. You follow me? Now I got to get into the residual big boy game. I got to have the LLC, the S corps, understand taxation. Like, I gotta play like the big boys. But the call today is going to be, how do you get to that right side? See, this is where it get really saucy. And this is why I had a special guest, my partner, my brother, Terra Bilbo, which I call him the crypto genius, right? Is no brother on God's green planet that I trust more about crypto investment than Terra Bilbo, right? He is the crypto master in my life, in my world. And we have a privilege of being able to work with each other in Extreme Lifestyle in our academy. He's been teaching our students for 2 or 3 years of how to get in position for this bull run. See, that right side of the quadrant is the investor quadrant, where you learn how to invest money and let money multiply. So what we're seeing right now in this bull run is totally different. This is going to be the largest wealth transfer in our lifetime. You're not going to see this again, right, for years to come. So I'm telling you, when I saw it, I say, listen, Sloan, you got to come out of retirement. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to come off retirement. You got to come off the bench. Like, I have an academy where we teach people every single day. We've been teaching behind closed doors for 4 years, but this bull run for the next 12 to 18 months made me come out of retirement, go back live, start teaching. And guys, you caught it firsthand, man. So listen, our goal today is, how do we maximize this bull run in the crypto market? And how do we take people to the investor quadrant where you could take a little bit of money and grow it? If people ask me all the time before I bring up Mr. Bill, where they say, well, Sloan, I want to start investing. How much money do I need to invest? See, let me help you. Let me give you some salsa real quick. It's not how much, is where. You understand what I'm saying? I want you to write that down. See, investment right now in this market is not how much money you have, it's where do you put it. See, I know a lot of people who got a lot of money, but guess what? They don't know where to put it. So that ain't no different than a person who don't have it. Because if you don't know where to put it, you just start looking at it. It helps your ego feel good. But if you don't know what to do with the money, you just watch your money grow at a lower interest. That's all you're doing. That ain't generational wealth. See, it ain't how much, is where to. You follow me? Where do I put the money? Where do I need to allocate it to? How can I take this and put it in a winning position? And that's what this show is about. It's about the knowledge. Money Talks is about us sharing real information with real people, grown folk conversation. So come on out the back studio, Mr. Bilbo. Listen, y'all put some fire in the chat. You know, put some round of applause for my main man, 100 grand, Mr. Terra Bilbo. He gonna come for when we gonna have a conversation today. Just click your picture down there, T. It's gonna bring you back up, man. I know he back there trying to figure out how to get out the backstage, man. Just click your picture down there. And it's gonna bring you to the stage, man. It's gonna bring you to the stage and put you back in. And guys, I'm excited because this brother knows the facts. I've been paying attention and working with Mr. Bilbo for years. And he had me to put together spreadsheets. He had me to put myself in position to do it. And there you go, bro. I just helped you out.
Yeah, I was, hey man, goddamn.
This brother we know he know crypto, but working at computers, like, man, I don't know how to use this platform, Sloan. I don't know.
I was getting nervous. I was like, I'm supposed to be the tech guy.
Yeah, I saw you back there, so let me help the brother out a little bit, man. Let me help the brother out. As y'all can see, he got on the Texans hat, right? So he just came back from watching the Texans and the Dallas Cowboys play the game. I mean, you just saucy like that, bro. You get a chance to go watch the game live. We had to watch it on TV. It was a hometown rivalry, so you got a chance to do it in person. So, ladies and gentlemen, y'all give it a round of applause. My main man, 100 grand, Mr. Terry Bilbo. He got his own money, y'all. The boy got his own money. The boy got his own money.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. How's everybody doing? What's up, Doug?
Man,
how's it going?
I'm good, fam. I'm good to be on here, bro, to be able to share this good news with the good people. So, Mr. Bilbo, tell the people your story, tell them your background, and tell them why you're so excited right now, bro, about this run. I mean, you've been telling me about it for years, and man, I just got to say thank you, bro. I just got to say thank you for teaching me. Every time I start teaching people about the crypto and platforms and how to invest, I just hear your voice in my head all the time. They be thinking I'm so smart. I'll be like, I just learned this from Taro. Like, Bilbo put me on game. Mr. Crypto himself put me on game. But I'm a student. So I had to learn from a teacher, man. So tell me your background, man. Talk to the people real quick, Doc.
Yeah, so why I do it, man, that right there, what you just said, bro. It's like, to help people and get people to understand this space. That's why I do it. So, man, came out of college, Prairie View A&M University, ran a mortgage company with my cousin. So, I've always been on the financial side. We, in 2003, we were running and gunning, man. We were doing anything and everything that you could think of in real estate, made a lot of money. And then, for the last 7 years, 2017, well, we had 2008. I'll tell you that. We had 2008, the market crash. It was probably, I had never been through anything like that, seeing everything. I would call for a loan and the lady say, hey, she doesn't work here no more. Then call back the next day and they say, hey, we closing our doors. So for me, being a young guy, it was one of the scariest periods of my life because I didn't know what was happening. But then when that happened, what I decided to myself is like, I'm going to learn what these markets about. I'm going to learn how this works. And then so once I got into crypto in 2017, again, not knowing everything, but just taking a stand, taking a step towards something new. And I remember being in Puerto Rico, man, me and my business partner, Michelle, sitting in class trying to learn Spanish and looking at my wallet, bro, and that thing is jumping $50, $100, $200 every few seconds, man. And we sitting there like, man, what is going on? You know what I'm saying? And it's like from that point, I really realized like, man, this stuff is real. Like this is real. Especially when I was able to pull somebody and go buy something, I was like, "Oh yeah, this is really real."
It's really real. I can pay a cell phone bill with this. This ain't monopoly money, is it? It's funny to your point right there in your story. Like people think crypto is fake. They're like, "Oh, this is just digital stuff." Like I don't trust this. I don't know this. It's funny you hear people say that, bro. That they don't think it's real, but you seen a firsthand experience and you felt the same way.
I felt the same way. I was just like, man, this can't be real. But once you be able to pull it out, my first card was like a BitPay card. And I was able to put some money on that thing, go to the ATM and pull out cash. I was like, oh, we on now. You know what I'm saying? So
we made it, baby. We made it.
We did figure something out that people didn't know about. But then from there, man, I like I said, I'm a student, and that's like I'm a sponge. I love to learn. So from that point, flew to Greece. Got certified in blockchain technology, digital currency, and Ethereum smart contracts from the University of Nicosia. And, once I came back, man, it was like I've been on a mission to scream from the mountains, man, like this thing is real. This is the leveling of the playing field. You know what I'm saying? For our communities and people that look like us and people who don't look like us. Like you said, we love everybody. But I know we've missed all the booms. We missed the .com boom, the oil booms, all the booms you could think about, we'd have missed them. So my mission in life is to say, hey man, this is what this is here, let's get to it. So that's what we're doing.
Mr. Bilbo, you say you went to a school in Greece for Nigeria? What's the name of the school?
University of Nicosia. The University of Nicosia.
Oh, Nicosia.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, cool. I got you.
Where the Nickas at? You know what I'm saying?
I said, wait, what school was that again?
Yeah.
That might have been in my old neighborhood. You know what I'm saying?
For real.
But that's dope, man. All the way to Greece. This is what I'm saying. So you talking about educators, and I gotta say this, man. I just gotta say it. Sometimes, because even for me, right, having security license, Series 6, 63, 26, principal, but I got swag. So when we get to talking, you know what I'm saying? Because we got a certain 10 on us, people don't take it seriously. Like it's like if we ain't these people, you know what I mean? Then that means we don't know what we're talking about. See this, I throw people off like this sometimes, right? I'll walk into a bank or walk into a business in a suit, suited and booted. If you know me, I dress, right? Hey, listen, I put it down. Them lemon pepper steppers, baby. I put it down. You know what I'm saying? So when I walk in there, hey, Mr. Sloan, how you doing? Shake your hand. Hey, how can I help you, right? Let me walk in with something like this. With a fitted on, got my fitted on tight and nice and snug, got a bomber. Then all of a sudden, most people don't think we know what we know. Yeah. So I think it's just different, right? And our culture, I gotta say this because this brother just told you he went all the way to Greece. Now, some of y'all just know greasing what your mom used to put on the back of your head with that comb. I ain't talking about that grease, you know what I'm saying? Not that grease. I'm talking about this brother flew to the country. He went to Greece and got the certifications in blockchain technology. And could you believe this? When this brother speak, because he one of us, some people don't listen. They think the brother don't know what he's talking about. See, this is where Money Talk's gonna start, right? We're gonna respect the fact that, listen, we are educated individuals, and our goal is to move the culture. You follow me? If y'all with me, man, just put move the culture in the chat. Our goal is to move the culture. You know what I'm saying? We gotta stop discrediting our people who have paid the price to get educated to bring the information back. See, this is the thing. A lot of times we miss the boat, Bilbo, because ain't nobody bring the information back. Yeah. You understand what I'm saying? And a lot of times we try to go get this information, and because we ain't go to the same schools, or we're not in the same spaces, or we don't dress a certain way or walk a certain way, we get skipped over. Am I telling the truth?
But I'm gonna say this though. I'm gonna say this. When I was in Greece, bro, I'm gonna tell you, I was sitting in a room. The kid next to me was a 23-year-old kid. He had won the hackathon for the Bank of Greece 3 years in a row. I had the guy next to him went to Harvard. The guy next to him went to Yale. Like, that's who the room that I was in. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, I went to Prairie View. You know what I'm saying? But hey, I'm at the table with these boys. You know what I'm saying?
You prayed your way through at Prairie View. You prayed your way through.
Exactly. Thank you, Lordy. You know what I'm saying? So,
cum laude. Thank you, Lordy.
what we have to understand, especially, me and Sloan got similar backgrounds, but once we come from those spaces and get the information that we get, we're untouchable because we've seen the bottom of the bottom. We know what it's like to come from nothing and then to get this information. And once we get this information, like I used to be intimidated in certain rooms. Now, man, I know they can't hold a candle to me. You know what I mean? Because I've done it from nothing. I've came from nothing, and I'm still sitting at the same table with you. And I got more swag, and I got more experience, and you know what I mean? And keep going. I mean,
it's that's what we got to take away from this deal, man.
Guys, it is what it is. So we in a good space, man. We're in a good space.
Before we dive in, I love this story, and I want to say that, like, guys, you got to be you. You know what I'm saying? You got to be authentically who you are, because guess what? God bless you to be who you are. You don't got to change nothing about you to be able to get in certain rooms. At the end of the day, information is so prevalent today. You could build your own table. See, we're not in the days no more where you got to ask for a seat at the table. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to ask for no seats. You could build a table and invite who you want to sit down with you. You see what I'm saying? Like, the times is different today. You ain't got to ask nobody for a seat at their table. If you don't want to meet us at your table, that's cool. I don't like your table anyway. my table better over here. Like, I like my table.
Like your napkins, nigga.
So you think your little napkin. Like, my table cool. Like, I'm cool with my table.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
And that's a blessing because it's the information. So listen, with this boom that's going on again, now we're going to dive right into this, guy. We're going to give you our content, you know what I'm saying, be able to take away from this deal. But I want you to take from Mr. Bilbo's story. He started just like y'all. A person with a dream, with a vision, who was trying to learn something they didn't know. That's where he started. And today the brother got a degree in blockchain technology and smart contracts to be able to talk about this. So let's go all the way to the basics, Mr. Bill. I got some questions for you, Doc. I got some questions. I want to make sure I hit everything I want to hit with you, right? But let's go all the way to the basics. Please tell the people, what is crypto? Let's just go all the way to the basics. What is
crypto's plain and simple is a digital form of money. That's it. It's a digital form of money. You don't have to make it no complicated, no different than that. It's a digital form of money. That's what crypto is.
All right, so I'm gonna put this in the chat for you guys. Crypto is a digital form of money. So this is how we gonna do this, man. Dynamite gonna help y'all out. We're gonna have a live Q&A. I'm giving you the cheat sheet. So when you leave here today, money talk, that's the blessing of this. We gonna share. So when you go to the barbershop and people just be talking, I gotta be honest, bro. I hate going to barbershops and I hear guys just talking out the side of their neck. I be over there scritching and I be itching and oh my God, but they don't got no.
Only question you need to ask them is, do you have a wallet? That's
you
it.
got a wallet. You know what I'm saying? Like they don't
wallet?
got no facts. It be so opinionated, right? And so now this ain't barbershop conversation. This is true classroom education. What is crypto? Crypto is a digital form of money. So when people say, is crypto real? Well, ask yourself a question. Is money real? Yes. Okay, cool. It's a digital form of money. Number two, let's go move on, right? So let's talk about what is the blockchain. So everybody talking about blockchain. Let's talk about for a minute. We know crypto is a digital form of money. Let's bring it all the way down, Mr. Bilbo. What is the blockchain exactly?
Okay, so the blockchain is the technology that crypto runs on, right? So blockchain is the technology. So I always say, think about the blockchain like the internet, and then the different coins and the projects that we invest in is like the websites. So blockchain is the base layer of everything, and then everything that runs on top of it is like the coins and things like that. But blockchain, all you need to know about blockchain again is the technology. But it's an open source, right? So basically means that every transaction that's ever come through, you can see it block by block, and it's open and transparent. So that's what it is.
And that's beautiful. Yep. That's very simple and plain. Like you said, like the internet and websites, right? So internet and websites. So we got the internet and we got websites. We got blockchain technology. We got the crypto that sit on it. So very simple. Do you guys get that?
That's it.
That's simple. Ain't that beautiful? Now, when you go to the barbershop, you know the basics of what's crypto, is digital money, what's the blockchain, right? It's the technology that the crypto run on, right? So it's just that simple. That's what it is. See, I don't want you to have this conversation and stuff jump over your head, or you can't really enter into a conversation because you don't have the facts. You know what I'm saying? So now when people are talking, you can talk about it. So the reality is we want to talk about how do you use this in your day-to-day life, because you see a lot of people, crypto, like blockchain ain't nothing new, y'all. Y'all might be seeing it on the news now. You might be getting excited. People who had Bitcoin when it was $50, $100, $5,000, $10,000. Now it's about to be $100,000 probably tomorrow, the day after, maybe the night before we finish this podcast. It was like 99.5, you know what I'm saying, around 6 o'clock. And so cool, right? So you're seeing what Bitcoin is doing, but the blockchain has been going on forever, right? You got doctors' offices using the blockchain. You got hospitals using the blockchain. And what I want you to pick up on, Mr. Bilbo was saying, the key of why blockchain is so important, because it's a transparent ledger.
Yep.
See, that's the beauty of it. It's transparent. See, a lot of people can fudge the books, if you understand what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? And these regular U.S. accounting processes, you can fudge the books a little bit and get away with it, right? And all these, even before Trump became president, what did they dock him for? His books. You know what I'm saying? What did he get him for? His books, right? New York don't even want him to open up an LLC up there no more. He can't even be a member on the articles right now because of them books, right? But when you look at the reality, the blockchain itself records things in real time. See, this is why the blockchain is so important in our lifetime. And I want to bring this up because we want to talk about how does the blockchain really play an effect in our day-to-day life. You're already in the blockchain process and you don't even know it. A lot of your doctor's offices, a lot of your hospitals, they're recording their records on the blockchain. So it's not just about cryptos and coins and how you invest. We're talking about technology, Mr. Bilbo. So let's give the people some real-time examples of like how is the blockchain really just working in our day-to-day life. Because my grandmother and them, bro, man, listen, it just went from the money that they had in their hand. My mom, they got a little older, they start seeing 401k and stuff like this. But this blockchain technology got people a little iffy. They don't understand it. And that's why I want us to talk about it. How does the blockchain play into our regular day-to-day life right now?
So you think about this. It's a record of ownership. So think about it. If you buy a house, you go buy a house, you go close on your property, it has to be titled. Basically, if everything's on the blockchain, then you never have a issue with your ownership of that particular property. You know how you can buy a property and they got 10,000 heirs that's on the property or whatever the case is, and you got to go through that process to try to figure out who really owns this. But with the blockchain, it's so self-explanatory that you can't. It's like I said, it's immutable, so you can't change anything once it's recorded. And like even if a mistake is recorded, the mistake has to stay, and then the correction has to be added, so you can see the full length of the transaction like the whole time. So that's why I say like it's regular thing when you think about your medical records, right? And then the best thing about it is being able to access this information within seconds. Right. I've been telling my title company for years, hey, you need to get on the blockchain. You need to get on the blockchain because when you normally in real estate, it takes anywhere from I would say 30 to 45 days, 60 days to close a deal. Right. But if I can access the title, I can access the credit report, I can access the appraisal, all of these different things within seconds. It's gonna go from taking months to taking minutes to close. So I've been telling them, hey, get on this technology, because if not, you're gonna be obsolete in a very short period of time. You know,
so they're gonna be like Blockbuster Netflix, right? A lot of these companies gonna be like Blockbuster Netflix. See, a lot of people are gonna be left behind. Because listen, this is a big part of why we want to have this conversation, man. This is good already. It's already, man. If you ain't shared this by now, I don't know what you're waiting on. If you ain't shared this by now, I don't know what you're waiting on. Because the reality is this: a lot of businesses gonna go out of business.
Yep.
Because they scared. They scared. Do you realize at one point people were scared of computers?
Yep.
Now we only able to communicate having this podcast right now because of computers. People were scared of cell phones. Oh man, I don't need that. Yep. Listen, I don't know about you, Bill, but in my house, you know what I'm saying? Tootie used to have that phone connected to the wall. You had to put your finger in and you had to roll it a couple of times. You know what I'm saying? Then they had to come back to you and so, and don't mess up a number. You got to hang up and then start all over again. There wasn't no cell phone. You go back a couple of times. You see what I'm saying? See, people were scared of phones. They were scared of computers. But guess what? Everybody who was scared got left behind. See, that's
a great point.
It's happening. Blockbuster didn't want to change. Oh, we're going to keep having these VHSs in the case, and you're going to come in and they're going to blow it like a Nintendo cartridge and put it back in the case and then put it back on the shelf, right? And then Netflix start coming out like, listen, you can keep doing that, but what we're going to do, we're going to put this in the digital form. See, all these movies that you keep recycling back and forth, that's taking too much time. That's taking up too much labor, too much personnel. We got to keep having stores and expenses, and they cut the cost. See, I need y'all to understand this. I'm trying to give you some real life scenarios of how we've already seen this in our lifetime.
Look at the taxi cabs.
Taxi cabs. What happened with taxi cabs? Technology jumped in. Uber showed up, right? Now, instead of having all these taxi cabs or they break down or whatever, Uber put together a digital process for transportation. Guys, I hope you're getting this. And they don't own no cars. You know what I'm saying? Like, Uber don't own no cars. They leverage how to use other people's cars to use their technology. No matter where you are, you can put it in there and find a ride. Bro, I remember coming home from school to find a ride. You know how many times we had to ask, can I get a ride home? Can I get a ride home? Now, in our generation,
you had to have $2 to put on the gas.
$2. You got some gas money, right? You got some in the gas tank. And in today's day, we can tell our kids, what, man, catch your Uber. Catch your Uber. It's that simple. So to your point, technology is changing it. Guys, I want you to understand, this is not a time to be afraid. Because we done seen people being afraid and businesses went out of business. We done seen what happened to the cab companies and they went out of business. Now we seeing what's going on with the medical records and what's going on in technology as we're progressing, and jobs are going to be lost. people are going to get faded out because they don't need that medical record transcriber and they don't need that person filing stuff anymore because boom, it's real time. So every time that happens and technology advance, eliminates more jobs. You agree with that, Mr. Bilbo?
Absolutely, man. And that's the biggest thing. Like you said, embrace the technology because everybody looking at AI and they gonna come take our jobs away. It's still a computer
Right.
Still needs to be fed information. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
you still need a human component to it. So if you embrace it and you learn how to use it as a tool, then you benefit. Now you can sit back and let the computer do the work for you and get the bread. That's how it works.
But that's good.
That's how it works.
That's good. Embrace it. Just embrace what it is. Embrace what it is.
Yeah.
And that's,
use these tools, man. Like,
it ain't nothing to worry. It ain't nothing to worry from at all. So right now, Mr. Bilbo. So in our day-to-day life, right, we understand now what's crypto. It's digital, digital funds. What's the blockchains, the technology that runs on. We understand it's going on in our own everyday life. I want to progress you guys through this and make sure you got this. We understand this. Now, what we hear a lot of is a crypto coin. People talking about, oh, Dogecoin, this coin, oh, Bitcoin. And people don't really understand when they hear coins, that not all coins, number one, ain't created equally, right? You know what I'm saying? All coins are created equally. And so let's talk about a little bit about terminology because I want our people to be educated, right? When we talk about coins, that's really a project, right? So let's talk about that, right? About what's being used as slang as the coin, but what really is a technology project and how that project works. Let's talk about the slang of saying coin versus is really being a technology project. Let's talk about that.
Yeah, so just think about it like this. What we're really seeing is the Fortune 500 company.
All right, I don't know if you guys can hear Mr. Bilbo. Well, Bilbo, if you can hear me, you froze there. You froze. All right. Miss McCarthy, let me know if you can hear Mr. Bilbo on that side. I think he froze. Up, he faded out. All right, I'm gonna wait for him to come back in. So I'm gonna pick that back up. And so what he was alluding to in that conversation is that what we're seeing right now is just like the Fortune 500, right? The S&P 500, which is the top 500 companies in the United States of America. So these different projects that's popping up, they have different values, right? They have different values and they have different utility of what they use for. So when people talk about coins and projects, you have to go a little deeper to understand what is this project. So Mr. Bilbo just popped back in. So we got to make sure. Yeah, so hey, Mr. Clark said they got him. He was going too deep. Hey, listen, them people listening to it. It's them people's listening to it. Let me bring you back in. Hold on 1 second.
Man,
hey, but we was getting too saucy. It was dropping too much juice on them, but they had to clip your wings. Where they clipped your wings.
Where did I stop at, man?
You were talking, I picked up for you. I knew where your thought point was going. We were talking about like the projects, the coins, like the S&P 500. You was going into comparing it to the stock market. All right, so
so this is each project is basically an ecosystem, and they have to have a coin or a utility to represent that project. That's pretty much what it is. So I don't want y'all to get into the weeds with it, but what I do want you guys to understand is like we can get into how you find different coins, and again, Extreme FX, find you a mentor that'll help you do it. But think about it like this, guys. If anybody ever seen the Wolf of Wall Street, right? And remember when the market crashed and then he went to work for the small shop? And then when he started making real money is when he started selling the penny stocks to the big guys, right? That's when he started making real money. Well, that's what we're sitting in front of. When you look at BlackRock, Fidelity, JP Morgan, Franklin Templeton, State Street, all of these different guys, they about to start buying the penny stocks. So that's what we got to be taking a look at. Like we getting ready to, and if you understand where we are, you getting ready to front run trillions of dollars. If you get in front of this wave, right? So that's why I said you got to learn as much as you can, but don't overcomplicate it in your head because it's not that complicated. It's no different than a stock or a share in a company. That's all it is. And you got to understand, this is getting ready to be put in front of the world. It's already in front of the world. But now that the United States is saying, hey, we're going to use this as our reserve, man, watch this money flow. Let the dollar circulate. You know what I mean?
Let's go back, man. When we went back to Wolf of Wall Street, but I just started to beat my chest real quick, bro. I just felt it, bro. I just felt the beat, because the reality is, like, if you think about what he just said, the wolf got big as his clout got bigger, and then he had some prestige to be able to take the penny stocks and sell it to him, because the belief of the people were there. And then the big company started buying the penny stocks, and they shares really wasn't there. So what happened was, the small, again, I told you, we're going to show you how to take a little bit of money and turn it into big money. Understand that concept. The penny stocks is what took the Wolf of Wall Street to the next level. Everybody trying to trace Bitcoin and they feel bad. Let's just talk about it. If you missed it, you missed it. Accept it. You know what I'm saying? But that's just it. I missed it. I remember Bitcoin when it was $5 and $50. I ain't caring about that. We all done that. Let's just be honest. It's okay. But what we trying to tell you information-wise, that doesn't mean that the wealth creation is over, because there's a lot of projects that's following on Bitcoin wave. And if you hold the coattail of them penny stocks and shares, right, and you can invest based on what your budget is, you're going to get the same ROI. One thing Mr. Billboard taught me is understanding the 1x, 2x, 3x, 10x of the game. And I thank you, bro, for helping me understand that. Right now, if a person got Bitcoin and say at 50,000, now Bitcoin go to 100,000 tomorrow, that's a 1x. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, you bought it at 50, it's 100. You made a 1x. Okay, congratulations. It's gonna feel good to a person who don't have the knowledge when they look at it. So, I got 100,000 in Bitcoin, but you paid 50 grand, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Now I can see if you paid $50 and you don't had this for 2017, now it's at 100. That's a big difference. But we talk about a 1x from 50,000 to 100,000. So that it don't feel bad. And Billboard helped me understand that it's about how many exits you get out of your rate of return, just like the stock market. And so we have to do the research on these projects, right? And we're going to get to the website of where the research is at next, or where to go look at that, right? But we got to do the research on these projects to be able to get the multiples of the growth, not just chasing the popularity, what everybody else is saying, but where can our money grow, right? So one site that helped me out a big time, Mr. Billboard gave me, was, coinmarketcap.com. When I started going to coinmarketcap.com, that really, helped me out big time. I'm going to put that in the chat right now. So you guys need to go to this site. This is how you start investigating a project. Let me stop talking. Make sure that some of y'all going to copy it just the way I type it. So let me make sure. Boom. All right, cool. So I thank Mr. Billboard for that. When I started teaching my class at Livingstone College, this is the site that I took it to, because we can evaluate a project. Stop talking about Doge, Shiba, all these, understanding meme coins and utility coins is something totally different. Mr. Bill, I want you to hit on that real quick, because some of these coins, it's like popularity. It's like they have no use other than their popular. Let's talk about it.
So this is where I have to update, and this is the test of a true learner, right? So understand this: once you get better information, you use that information, and this is what I want y'all to understand. And Mr. Sloan is correct. Some of these have no utility whatsoever, right? But what you do have to understand about cryptocurrency, it's about the community and what people like. That's all. Because I'm gonna be honest with you, and we're gonna get into it. Meme coins this year are gonna absolutely skyrocket. I'm gonna give you an example. I can tell you XRP, right? XRP is probably one of the most solid projects that are out there. Ripple XRP. It's a global clearinghouse for money transfer all around the world, right? That's what it does. And I can give you all the technical basis of it. But the truth of it is, most people don't understand it and don't give a damn about it. That's the truth about it. That's the truth, right? But if I tell you Dogecoin is a little dog, is worth this, and it made somebody a millionaire, that's all people want to know about.
That's all they care about.
So I'm gonna tell you, when we put portfolios together, we have what we call our blue chips, which is the technology that we know is gonna run. We have our mids, and then we have our swings, right? And our swings is gonna be those meme coins, and that's how you're gonna get the 50, the 100, the 1,000x on your investment, because the you got to think about ease of use, onboarding. Like if it took me 7 years to get where I'm at, y'all don't have 7 years, right? So what's going to be the quick onboarding where people can understand, get it, and deploy their capital? A dog or a cat. I know what that is. Oh, that's cute. I like it. This person says cool. So you guys got to stay plugged in. Now, I'm not telling you go buy any meme coin now. Like you got I'm not telling you go do that. But I'm telling you, there's gonna be a wave of meme coins that are gonna make people money that they've never seen in their lives. But you got to be plugged in. The way I know what I'm talking about is because I'm in the Twitter spaces. I'm behind the scenes, listening to these conversations happening, listening to these groups, getting connected. You have to attach yourself to these people. If you think you're just gonna see something on the internet and then make a lot of money, I'm using you for exit liquidity. I'm just being honest with you.
That's how I go, for real. And so again, when you see it on the news, it's too late, right? You see it on too late. Now this is not financial advice. This is let me put a disclaimer out here. Listen, consult your financial advisor or your tax consultant, whoever you want to talk to. This is not financial advice. But if we were to say a couple of projects to pay attention to, right?
Yeah.
Some things that you can look at and go to coinmarketcap.com, do your own research and feel what you want to, if you want to get that project or not. So, Mr. Bilbo, what are some meme coins or projects that you feel like the people should go do some research on and pay attention to? What would you say?
First and foremost, I'm gonna tell y'all, and you can put it in the chat if you want to, Sloan. When you talk about your blue chips, how you cover the bag, make sure if you can get a 3 to 5, 3 to 10x on these coins, you've done extremely well. So this is ISO 222. This is the underpinning of the financial system. This is what all the banks will be using to basically transfer money all around the world. So XRP is one of those, Stellar is one of those, HBAR is one of those. So those are the ones that you want to look at. That's the blue chip stocks. Then you want to move down to your mid-level. So you want to talk about Solana, you want to talk about Avalanche, Cardano, right? Cardano just did a partnership with XRP. That XRP is going to be their stable coin.
Really?
Right? Yeah. So Cardano is definitely one that you want to be paying attention to. So that's going to be nasty. And then when we talk about meme coins, it's one right now that I'm going to give you. You can, and this is the thing too, on any chain. So you got Avalanche, you got Solana. Solana is doing crazy numbers. You got Ethereum. And then you have Base. So on Base, you want to look at Brett is the meme coin you want to look at, right?
Yes, sir.
On Solana, you got Bonk on Solana. So that's a meme coin you want to look at, right? It's a couple other ones, but I want to give you ones that's kind of in the weeds that you ain't really people talking about. It's one that's called SPX 6900. XPX 6900. The guy who's been touting this and talked about this particular coin, their goal and their mission is to flip the S&P 500, right? So the projection for this particular coin is anywhere from a 10 to $100 billion market cap. Ooh. Right? I want you to understand that 10 to $100 billion market cap right now is sitting at a $74 million market cap. Okay, so just do the math. Just do the math for yourself. Again, this is not financial advice. This is not financial advice. This is just me doing research and telling you what I'm investing.
This ain't your Uncle Leroy talking either. This ain't
This ain't Uncle Pook Pook over here, man. You know what I'm saying?
Uncle Pookie talking under the tree either. You know what I'm saying? But this ain't financial advice, but this is something to do your research about.
And then one more I want y'all to pay attention to too is and you guys have heard me talk about this one, but Filecoin. Filecoin is trading right now for about probably like $450 or a little bit under that. But the all-time high for Filecoin has been $237. Right. And I did an analogy the other day. If it just gets halfway,
how much? Too much of how many?
237. That's been the all-time high. So you got a coin right now.
Right now it's at $4.50.
Yes. All-time high has been $4.
Like special from Kmart back in the day. You
can
get this for $4 and the retail value is $237.
$237. And look up Grayscale. Grayscale Trust just added Filecoin to a grayscale trust, which means institutional buyers can now buy Filecoin. So that's a couple.
Hey,
That's a
listen,
couple of
I done
ones.
got so excited. I done tried to put 450 in the chat 2 times. I keep putting 50 cents. Yeah, I done put 50 cents in the chat 2 times. 450, all-time high 237. But go back. You were saying you was analyzing, so you was analyzing Filecoin of it. Go back to its all-time high. I feel where you were going with that.
So from where it is right now, if it just gets back, and I always tell people that listen to me, I always say this is my conservative metric, right? $237 is what the market has already agreed to pay for this coin. So this is not hope, guess, or whatever. This is what the market has already said yes to, right? But I said, so if it gets back to the all-time high from where it is now, that's about a 56x of your money, all right?
Now people chasing Bitcoin for a 1x from 50,000 to 100,000. And you saying the person can get how many X's?
50 plus.
50 plus.
50
See, this
plus.
this is the conversation that he blessed me with all the time. It's how many X's you get for the project. This is what I'm telling you. Listen to me carefully. How you take a little bit of money, grow it to a lot of money. If you can get the project for 450 and the market is already willing to pay 237. See, I don't know what y'all do down in Texas, terrible. In North Carolina, we used to go to the flea market. You know what I'm saying? You can go to the flea market, you can buy it for the low and sell it for the high. You know what I'm saying? So this is all I'm saying here. If you can go get it for 450 and the market has already agreed to pay 237 for it, of 50x, one of y'all right now, y'all can take y'all paycheck and you can go put $100 dollar cost averaging, just buy $100 worth of this deal on a regular basis, and that's your retirement plan. See, this is what I'm saying. I'm gonna say it. You gotta set your mind on what projects that you like and have a consistency to put the money over there. And I was talking to my man Haupt, and I shout out to Haupt, man. He told me about Dog Go to the Moon, which is another project you can go look at. And man, you've been talking about it. It was 0.003. He been telling me about this project for the last 5-6 months. And I bought some. Then I got busy building the business and stuff like that. And that joint went from 0.008 and it shot up a 3x, 4x on it. I was like, ooh. And so when I went back in to go buy some more today, he was like, Sloan, why you ain't been doing DCA? I said, sometimes but you be getting busy. So I'm going to be honest, like we all do it. But the proper way to invest is DCA, dollar cost averaging. You pick the investments that you like and you save that money on a regular basis. So when the market going up or down or up or down, you investing a certain amount of money to buy X amount of shares every month. That's the best way to do it. Like right now, people trying to buy as the market going up. But that's why Mr. Billboard said you liquidity for people getting out. Because think about these people that's already been in there, right? And they was in, at 10,000 or they was in at $5, right? And even with XR, people down to 9 cents, and 5 cents and 12, they got stuck at like 24 for a while. Now it's at 38 and everybody trying to go buy XRP. The money that you putting in is what's going in somebody else's pocket because they getting out. You know what I'm saying? Absolutely. So this is what we mean by if you jump in when everybody else doing it, you become liquidity. You are the rent money. You know what I'm saying? Like you're
the Lambo. You the Lambo they talking about.
You the Lambo. When they said Bitcoin did this for me, XRP changed my life, they talking about you because you jumped in when it was popular. And this is what Money Talk is about. It's about having that free game. This is the sauce to get you in before the masses. You follow me? So only thing this bull run did was wake everybody up and make everybody pay attention. You follow me? That's why so many viewers on all these different platforms. I see people on Facebook, YouTube, they on the Instagram live watching this show right now, Billboard. I'm seeing people from 3 different platforms watching this. Why? Because we in the bull run, the financial markets is up, and everybody like, I want to make some money. All we telling you is we only been teaching this for 4, 5, 6, 7 years. And this ain't new to us. But now that the world say that it's popular, everybody want to talk about it. And this is where we go wrong in our culture, bro. Like we don't take time to study, to do the research before it's popular. I always say people will call you crazy first, and then later they'll call you a genius.
And let me tell you this.
You got to do it before everybody else do it. Even when it ain't popular, you got to do it.
Man, my mama came to me the other day.
Mama.
My mama came to me the other day and say, they say Bitcoin is the new gold. And it's the largest asset in the world. I said, Mom, I've been telling you that for 7 years. You know what I'm saying?
Mama, you ain't been listening to me. It's bad when you feel like your mom ain't listening to you, bro.
And that's the problem, though.
God.
We'll have somebody that's sitting right next to us, and because it don't look like you think it's supposed to look, you totally disregard what they talking about.
You disregard it, bro. It happened to me all the time. Who cares the money I made? Who cares the business? Who care about, bro? People don't listen to us. They look at, okay, what was your lifestyle before? What was you doing? You know, what happened to you? I knew you back in 10 years ago. You know what I'm saying? Like, people disregard information.
They do.
All I'm telling you is, I can learn, and I'm gonna say this too. I can learn from a crackhead. I can learn from a wino. I can learn from a bum on the street. You know what I'm saying? Because what they know is experience.
Yep.
Their life decisions may not have always been great, but what they know is what they know.
Yep.
And we got to do a better job of taking information and doing the research. If mama like, son, I saw this on CNN. Do you believe Bitcoin going? And she trying to convince you. They said, people say they said
real now.
They said Bitcoin gonna be the rate. Mom, I went and got a degree in Greece for this. Like, mama, I've been studying this
in 2018.
You know what I'm saying? Like, mom, I only been telling this for 7 years, right? But this is my point, fam. I want y'all to take, and I know we joking, we having a good time, but it's some realness in every joke. You know what I'm saying? There's some truth in every joke. And the joke of it is, and the reality of it is that we have to take this information and use it. We have to get in before BlackRock, before all the big companies dump trillions of dollars. If y'all think y'all seen something right now and y'all feeling bad, you gonna really feel bad.
You're gonna throw up.
Oh, you gonna throw up. Like, you gonna be having nightmares. I promise you. You can ask my lady right now. You know what I'm saying? So me can tell you. And the other morning I had a dream about crypto, bro. I was in the bed and I woke up about XRP. I had a dream about Bitcoin taking off, and I was just like, oh my God. Because I know, right, when the boom happened, I knew about it, and I invested something into it, but I still feel like I should have done more. You see what I'm saying? I can only imagine how people feel who didn't do nothing.
Yeah,
I can only imagine how people who watching this podcast right now, and they can timestamp this. What's today's date? November 21st, 2024. When Mr. Sloan and Mr. Billboard had a conversation, open dialogue and form, and told you some projects to invest. We told them the website to go look at. And if they still don't do it, you're going to be sick to your stomach when you still working that job. You're going to be sick to your stomach when your kids, it's time for college and you still trying to go work 2 shifts at the same job you've been working at for 10 years. You're going to be sick to your stomach when you still running that same business with them same people with the same bad attitude you ain't been want to work with for the last 5 years. When you could have invested properly and you could have went on and got your kids right. You know what I'm saying? See, I'm working on having something for my children's right now. This is what this podcast is about, guys. It ain't about just buying cars and houses, even though you make the money, go buy you one. If you know me, I like nice cars. I got a fetish for nice clothes, nice shoes, and nice cars. That's just my thing, right? And that's just what it is. If you make the money, go do it. You're going to be sick if you do not take this information seriously.
Yes, sir.
And over the next 12 months, go invest this money properly. Man, we done jumped around and we done hit so many different things, man. And so let's talk about, why is education more important than gossip? And we kind of hit on that. Yeah. And I had about 10 to 12 questions, but we done ran through 8 of them just in our dialogue, right? So let's just talk about, why is education more important than gossip, right? What is your take on that?
Because basically gossip is somebody's opinion. You know what I'm saying? Education is study. And that's what I say. You know what I'm saying? For me, when I tell anybody anything about what I'm talking about, bro, I got facts and figures to back it up. It's like and I tell people all the time, don't believe me, go look it up. Go do your research, go look at it, and it gives you, and that's why I say it gives you a level of confidence when you say, because most of us have common sense. I'm gonna say that most of us have common sense, and you can say, okay, BlackRock, one of the largest money managers in the world, has just got on TV, Larry Fink, and said Bitcoin is a store of value, is a store of safety. I mean, come on, man. Like, and let's go to the election. I don't care who you voted for. I don't care either one of them. But if you had a business and the president of the United States got on TV and said, Mr. Sloan's book is the best book that I've ever read in my life, what is that going to do for his business?
Shoot themselves up.
So the crypto that we have in our wallet right now, and I hope people on this have it in their wallet.
Yes, sir.
Is being promoted by the free leader of the world. Come on, man. It ain't science. It ain't rocket science, bro.
That's a great point right there, bro.
It's not rocket science, man. You got to follow the money. Wherever we as retail investors do not move the market. We don't. So you got to look at who's moving the market. BlackRock is moving the market. Fidelity is moving the market. Franklin Templeton is moving the market. Okay. Well, since I know that, what are they investing in? And they give free perspectives out. This is free information.
So you telling me you ain't got to have a degree to get this information, Mr. Bilbo?
No, it's a report that you can go and Google right now and look at what BlackRock is intending to invest in for the 24 and 25.
So you mean to tell me I ain't got to pay no financial advisor to go tell me what he read? I could just go read it myself and I can invest my own money. Is that what you're telling me?
Pretty much. Now, this is what I'll say.
I just want to make sure. That's what I heard.
I mean that. Hey. We're going to give it to you. We're going to give you the game, right?
Free game, baby. Money talks, baby.
It's the game. It's the game, man. Like, and I tell everybody, I don't do this for somebody to have to depend on me. I want to teach you how to fish so you can take care of yourself and you can take care of your family, and hopefully you go give it to somebody else. You know, that's what this is about, man. That's all it's about.
Man, that's key. So being all the research that you done, so you're a person that believes in investing in your education. Like, so
absolutely, you got to.
And so when you look at learning what you learn, right, over the time, why was like investing in your education? And I'm gonna say this before you answer, because a lot of time in our culture, but when we look at tangible things of where we put our money, right? I can go buy this glass, so I know I got a glass that makes me feel secure, right? But it's always interesting to me, Bill, and this is my personal perspective. It's always interesting to me how people don't value investing in themselves the same way they value investing in others. And this is what I'm saying. People will go invest in whatever company that bought this glass. People go invest in whoever bought this mic. Like, you don't mind going and investing to them because you see a value in them. But it amazes me how much people don't invest in themselves. Yeah. The information. And this is what I believe. God has blessed you and built you so beautifully. If you water your own seed. And now I want y'all to take this with you. This from your boy Dynamite. I want you to take this with you. If you believe in yourself enough, take time to invest in you and water your own seed. You see what I'm saying? Because it's already put in you to be able to grow. But people don't invest in themselves, but they all ain't got the money. You spending the money at the mall. Like, listen, Black Friday about to come up. You ain't telling me. Come on, you ain't telling me you ain't been looking at the Black Friday sale.
They getting ready, boy.
You ain't telling me you ain't gonna stand in the line. Oh, I'm gonna order online now. Come on, let's be honest. It's not about if we have the money. It's about where do we put the money.
There you go.
When I teach my class, I talk about financial emotional intelligence. Like, we got to be more intelligent about how our emotions move us to spend our money. And if y'all don't hear nothing that we said, I want you to walk away from this. You the product. Invest into your own knowledge. Like, you understand what I'm saying? Like, I was a dude who went to high school, who got kicked out right before I went I got a full ride at St. Augustine, lost my scholarship, getting into a fight, lost the scholarship, right? And ended up having to continue to invest in me. I could have said, oh, no, I ain't going to make it. I ain't going to make it. What did I do? I went to seminars, workshops, still went to a community college. I kept investing in me. I ain't always had the money. I had to pay for some of my classes. I had to pay to get. I was so hungry for the knowledge, bro. And a lot of people know this about my story, so I'm giving y'all the transparency of it. This how real this season is. You got to be willing to invest in you.
Yep.
Some of y'all need to hear this. You want to be wealthy, cheat. Man, you are the product. Mr. Bilbo took a flight to Greece to get this information. Some of y'all won't walk down the street. You understand what I'm saying? To a free workshop. You know what I'm saying? Like, you won't walk down the street to a free workshop because you're too busy. My question is always, busy doing what? Like, what are you so busy doing? Busy getting ahead or busy getting behind? Hello.
Yep.
Like, You need to be busy getting ahead, which means sit your butt down. And I'm going to say this. I learned, Bilbo, when you start investing into yourself, God give you so much peace and stillness. And when you sit down and you start working on something, it's just like you just get more knowledge, it stick, you get more clarity, you get more execution. And then all that's going to do is you're going to stop spending all this frivolous money on stupid stuff. I took my son to the store and spent $40 in one day. And I talked to him about it. I said, yo, listen, we spent $40, bro, me and $20 to go get lunch. And he wanted to have some food when we came from practice. That was another $20 getting some Takis, a Gatorade, you know what I'm saying? Y'all kids eat Takis too. I looked up and I told him, and I gave him free game. I said, listen, this is why I tell you don't go to the store so much. We just spent $40 for nothing, right? We could have took that $40 and we could have invested this, son, and this is what you could have got.
Yep.
See, it's all about paying attention to our consumer behavior. So I had to give y'all that free game. I need y'all to start investing in yourself. Stop playing yourself cheap and saying you ain't got the money. Is where are you putting your money? So if you can take time to start investing in you, you can now feel more comfortable about your financial decisions and being in a place where you can take your life to the next level.
Yeah.
Pay attention. Do a budget. I sat down with my college students and say, listen, write down your budget. And this is where your money goes. Write this down because money without directions get lost. Hello. You know what I'm saying? Like money without directions get lost. When you got an iPhone, put in a note, allocate your budget. Now, if you're going to start saving a certain amount of money to invest in the market, you know you got to stick to that because, wow, I ain't working on right now. I just told my woman today, baby, I look good for 40. You feel me? But I'm trying to get to 50. And my boy is going to be 18 and 19. I need to invest this money and be healthy for 10 more years. So how can I take a little bit of money, grow it to a lot of money so I can make sure my boy's good so I can travel the world with my boys for the rest of the world? And some of y'all got kids, so I'm trying to give y'all real life scenarios of how you got to be thinking. Don't think about now. Think about 10 years from now.
Yeah.
Think about how you can manage your money and put yourself in winning situations that you can win for the next 5 and 10 years.
That's it.
This is what this boom is going to do for you. This is what this boom going to do for you. So we've been teaching this for a long time, guys. Investing in yourself is real key. Mr. Bilbo is one of the educators in Extreme Lifestyle. He's been teaching with me, and I swear it's one of my favorite classes. I love all my brothers, but I came from a stock program where I understand the stock market and before I got into the Forex, I understood the S&P 500. So I was able to understand the crypto market, like he said, like stocks. And so his class to me was so important to understand, invest a little bit of money and make a lot of money. And so him being an educator in Extreme Lifestyle for the last 3 years, he's blessed so many of our students. I'm looking at so many of our students on here right now. Mr. Crystal McCarthy. Like I'm looking back at Christina Ivy. I'm looking at Molly. Like you see in the chat, I'm looking at so many of our students, you know, Coach Val, who's made money just by being in our education platform. So as you see, like if you like this information that's been shared, you guys, you can join the academy. Like we've been opening up this academy to people for years. So like I told you guys earlier, I was going to come on live, make resources available to you. You can go to extremelifestyle.com and you can be able to see what we've been doing for years. It's no secret. I'm going to put it up here. We've been doing this for years. Here go to the website right here. If you want to know where you can find this information on a regular basis, extremelifestyle.com. We've been teaching this for 4 years consistently. And our team has been winning.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Bilbo has blessed our people at a high time. And he even teaches a master course. You know what I'm saying? So Mr. Bilbo, as we wrap this up, I want you to tell the people how they can find the master course. And what we're going to do is I'm going to drop this link in the chat for you guys right now. And if you are interested in learning more information, let me stop talking. Money Talks Podcast.com. If anything that we share with you is interested and you want to get more information, boom, there you go. Let me make sure that come through. So go to the bottom of that site. Make sure it came through on that end. All right, okay, perfect. The moneytalkpodcast.com. Go to the website. Go all the way down to the bottom where it says inquiries and put your name and phone number in there and submit the inquiry. Put your name, email in there, submit the inquiry, and somebody from our team is going to follow with you and educate you and put you in a position. Because, guys, you the project. Like, you are the product. And our goal is to be able to give you free game to put yourself in a position to win. So hit the link at the bottom. Go ahead and submit an inquiry. And I done seen the same attendance, bro. It's crazy. I've been watching this same audience the whole show. Nobody hardly left the show the whole time. I'm looking at the same number the whole show. So I know y'all interested because y'all stuck around the whole time. So if you want more information one-on-one of how we can help you, hit the link at the bottom, right? Go down to the moneytalkpodcast.com. Go down to the inquiry, submit your information. Somebody from the team going to give you a call and put you in the game. I've been doing this. I'm 40, bro. I came into financial services, bro, and this knowledge of business till when I was 18.
Yeah.
I've been doing this for 22 years. Now I know I still look like I'm 22, bro. I know, bro. I get it, bro. I get it all the time. Don't worry about it, right? Except for them grades. Them grades starting to poke on me a little bit. You know, they telling on me a little bit.
Cut it off so you can't see it.
Yours off. That's why you keep cutting yours off.
Yeah.
But 22 years. And God, this season is beautiful. So I just want you to don't play yourself cheap. Get the information. Let's have somebody call you and put you in the game. Because we're going to keep giving this sauce. What we told you today was so much sauce that could just change your whole dynamics. Where to find it? What is Bitcoin? What is blockchain? What to research it? How to understand a project? How to do dollar cost averaging? Like, we just gave you a whole mini master course in a cram session in an hour.
Yep.
So, Mr. Bilbo, talk to the people about your master classes, how they can find you, your next level. I know you teach on Extreme platform, but outside of that, how can the people find you? And you got a great program of real estate because you do development too. So let's talk about your house hacking program and how the people can find that too.
Okay, so basically, if you want to take it to the next level, like I said, Extreme, we're doing that twice a month. We go in there and we getting that information. But if you want to get an accelerated course, I'll do a master class. Typically every week, every Thursday. It's a 4-hour class. We take you from start to finish. You leave there knowing what it is. You have a baseline of what it is. We open up wallets. We identify some of the coins, help you buy your first purchase in the crypto space. So that's where you leave from there. And then, I also have the private consult. If you one of those people who say, man, listen, the time is now for me right now. I can't wait no more. I got to get in this market. I got to get it while it's good. Like he said, go to Money Talks. And fill out that inquiry so somebody will call you back. We can do a one-on-one so I can assess where your goals at, what you're trying to do, and then we can get you on your way. So that's how you get to me. And then my website is mydigitalmasterclass.com. So if you want to go to that, you can find my information there as well. And then as far as the real estate, like I said, I've been in real estate over 20 plus years. I'm actually doing a workshop tomorrow for house hacking. Because basically what I've realized we have a lot of fix and flippers. We have a lot of things. And understand this, whether it's Bitcoin or whether it's real estate, we're talking about assets. That's what we're talking about at the end of the day. It's assets. And you have to have them. Right.
Yes,
so what we're looking at is instead of trying to, and what I found in my career is instead of trying to find the inventory, we create the inventory, right?
Yes,
so how do you build from the ground up? You have warranty on everything that you're building, and you can build from the ground up income producing assets. That's what we teach you how to do. Right. So whether it's a duplex, fourplex, because this is what they won't tell you. When I was a young mortgage broker and we were going through that if you had a heartbeat, you can get a loan. And a lot of people look at the subprime market and that whole era as a bad thing. But what I saw was that what it allowed is for people to have home ownership. But where I failed my clients at is I didn't educate them to say, hey guys, you're gonna have a balloon payment. You're in 2 years that rate is going to switch on you. So let's go ahead and fix your credit up. Let's go get you in position. So when it's time to flip, we can refinance you rate and term. And now you can stay in your house and you don't have to deal with payment shock. That's what I didn't do as a young 23-year-old. But now 44 years old, we're coming to the table with the education that you can use so you can build wealth and you can stay in the game and you don't get kicked out. So that's what we're doing.
Yes, sir. But that's why that boy got his own money, yo. That's why he got his own money. Hey, somebody pass out the collection pan real quick. Let's bless the pastor for blessing us this evening, ladies and gentlemen. Let's bless him, man. Listen, man, that's what it's all about. We gotta be in position with Mr. Bilbo understanding the real estate industry as a developer, understanding the blockchain, he understands how to be able to purchase properties on the blockchain and move money in the DeFi space. Like, this rabbit hole gets deeper. So today we just wanted to kind of hit the surface a little bit. You know, next week, maybe Mr. Bill will be open. Maybe we can come back, right? You can come back and we can dive a little bit more, because there's a couple of things we didn't talk about, how to get the right wallets, you know, hot wallet, cold wallet. Like, well, let's go a little deeper. And then maybe next week we can go kind of into the DeFi market and how to get into that real residual income, which I know you've been studying that a whole lot right now, of how people can get in position to do the DeFi side, which is going to give them another level of residual. And I know, but I know you want to open that up right now. I can see it on your face. And that money just kind of get kind of crazy on the residual.
Freedom, man. That's what it's about, bro. It's freedom, dude.
And this is money talk. See, listen, sometimes people withhold information. All we saying is that we got so much built up in us that God has blessed us to share. Yep. You know what I'm saying? Like, just to share. Some of y'all know my story. I almost died 18 months ago. And I believe God saved me for a reason. So I'm not going to sit on my hands. I'm not going to be sitting around licking my wounds. You know what I'm saying? Like, he gave me a message to give to the people. You feel me? And I'm going to give y'all the message. What you do with it is up to you. But my Heavenly Father, no, I gave it to you. I brought you the best professional that can give you free game to do the research. For some of y'all, you're going to say that was a great podcast. It was, oh boy, them boys talked a good talk. Some of y'all going to go back and watch this again and take notes.
Mm-hmm.
Which is what I recommend that you do. Go back and take notes to make sure that you really got it. Because what you just got tonight will cost you thousands of dollars to get. Like, it's countless hours of information that we just gave you jokingly and talking on the fly. You just got this having a good time in an hour and 15. But it costs us thousands of dollars to get this information. And hours burning in the midnight oil. But out of love, man, and out of a charge to our heart, we want to come forth with Money Talks and say, y'all, here it is. Let's do something with it. You know what I'm saying? Let's do something with it. And so the site is out there. You can go to the site, put your inquiry. And if you're that serious person that you really want to get better, then hit the site. Let's talk. Let's have a one-on-one conversation. Don't be inboxing me trying to hold my ear hostage when we get off the podcast. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, like, hit the link, do the inquiry. Let's do it the right way. Again, we professional. So let's keep it professional. Let's go to the site, hit the link so we can make sure, because everybody who go to the link, you're going to start getting emails. You're going to start getting text messages and follow-ups. So don't DM us after this show is over. Hit the link, because we want you to stay inside the ecosystem. We want you to be inside the community. And I'm going to tell you, like, for me, I'm 40 now. Like, I might forget to call you back. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? I might forget to call you back. I might forget to text you, but sometimes I forget to text back my mom. I ain't gonna lie. So I'm like, so if you DM me and I miss you, like, don't take it personal. So that's what I'm saying. Help me, help you. Go to the link. You know what I'm saying? Hit the link, do the inquiry. Like, let's work together. Me and you, let's work together. Hit the link so I can make sure you don't miss it. Now you can get the emails. Now you can get the text messages. Now you can get everything you need to make sure you in place, because our goal is to make sure you in position. That's our goal. So everybody do that, and we can build an ecosystem to make sure everybody family is growing and being secured. It's time out for thinking somebody gonna save us, guys. I'm gonna tell you, ain't nobody gonna save you but you. You gonna save you. I just said it on my page the other day, and I closed it. 50 said something. He said the reason why I never ran for nothing because I ain't had nobody to run to. He said who I was gonna run to, run home and find me.
Yeah, buddy.
He said I ain't never ran for nothing because I ain't had nobody to run to, and that's the mindset that I done grew up with. Like, ain't no excuse for not execute. It ain't no savior plan. Like, I had to go in because I had to. Now some of y'all might ain't grew up like that. You had a plan B. Winning was my only option. I ain't had no other option. It was win or lose. So for me, it was win or win. You know what I'm saying? Like, and so in life, you gotta have that mindset, guys. And I just thank God, man, that we had the opportunity to collaborate tonight, man. We got to get out of here. We can keep rolling. But listen, the site is there. You know, you got our company site at theextremelifestyle.com. This is absolutely what we teach everybody on a regular basis. And we just grateful to have a gift to be able to share. And I love my Extreme family. Thank you guys so much for showing up in a big time way. Share this and let's just spread the good news. I've been told you guys, Extreme is the answer to the world. Like, we are the solution to the world. As people in this economy are struggling and need a position, we started this company in 2020 to give people a safe haven to come to be able to grow their family and their income. And I'm so grateful for all of our members who believed in us all this time, Bilbo, who stuck with us and understood. Like, now look at the world economy and look at the people who showed up for class, the people that brought other people to the table to help their family. Each one teach one, iron sharpen iron, and now they growing. Like, I love that, because that lets me know us doing this wasn't in vain for 4 years, bro. It wasn't in vain, because people's lives are growing. So all we saying is, now let's take it to the next level. Go to the Money Talk podcast, inquire. Let's do a one-on-one. Let's take you to the next level. If you're in Extreme already, share this information. Guys, if you're not in Extreme and you just on the platform, it was dope information for you, share to somebody else, because we're going to run this play back next Thursday. Mr. Bilbo, any closing remarks for you, sir, as we close this deal out?
Hey, man, like you said, invest in yourself, man. Understanding that you are the product. You are special. And where your value lies is where you're going to put your time and your money. So make sure you're putting it inside of you. All right?
Yes,
Peace.
sir. Man, as we close this out, man, we're going to run our commercial, man, for one of our events that we done, man. So, man, God bless you all. It's your boy, Agent my son, the living legend. I know my saying. We got to pay the price up front, in full, with no discount, man. Money Talks podcast, grown folk conversation on how to get your life in position. Ain't nobody going to save you but you. So let's not make excuses. Let's take a little bit and turn into a lot, man. It's my boy in Wolf of Wall Street, boy. You just got to get that vibe. You gotta get that vibe. Get that vibe. Let's lock in and get it, man. God bless you, man. Y'all have a great night. All right, peace. Share this. Each one teach one. Eye sharpen eye, man. Have a good night.
Extreme Effects is the premium Forex and financial service educational platform. Our goal is to create wholesome entrepreneurs using the approach of education, execution, and accountability. We host live education sessions where students can receive proper assistance for instructors Monday through Friday to maximize their earnings from the market. Extreme Effects shows students how to have a daily portion of a $7 trillion a day market. Forex is the most liquid market on the planet, 10 times larger than the U.S. stock market. For on-the-go students, Extreme Effects has created a copy-paste model of trading with high-level returns and minimum losses. For those who enjoy the benefits of Extreme FX products, we also provide a passive income program where individuals can refer other students to the platform. You can receive residual income based on your referral volume and efforts to enhance the education of others. We're extremely excited to provide a diversified knowledge to students with our new and improved product catalog. We are embracing the need for more financial services such as personal credit, business credit, consumer financing, and real estate education. As the world of blockchain technology grows, we're incorporating our new crypto, NFT, and metaverse academy to guide students through this developing technology. Extreme FX is the leader guiding individuals to understand today's markets and how to position themselves to leverage a growing momentum and surge of profitability. Students can also refer these services to clients and receive upfront compensation through fast start bonuses, as well as receiving ongoing residual compensation for their customers' continuation of product use. Extreme Effects isn't a company, it's a movement to inspire other entrepreneurs to go beyond a one-dimensional mindset. Here, you can cultivate your inner leadership and create a positive impact in your community. We invite you and welcome you to the Extreme FX Global Common Unity.